We're going to introduce you, and then we're going to get right into it.
All right. Sounds good.
Today on the Matt and Ann Show, we got Bernie Nicholls.
Yeah.
What's going on, Bernie?
Not much, bud. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
My favorite would be, what's your favorite moment of your career?
What was that? Sorry, bud.
What
I
was
got a
your
bad
favorite
connection.
moment of your career?
Well, probably just playing in the NHL, but playing with Wayne Gretzky was probably, one of my highlights, obviously. Playing in New York, playing in Chicago, being a Canadian boy, playing in Canada.
Yeah.
So, it's tough to just narrow it down to one when you got a lot of them.
You brought up Wayne Gretzky. Where were you when you found out Wayne Gretzky was coming to LA?
I was actually playing in a golf event in Lake Tahoe. I don't know if you remember that big event they have it up there every year. So I was there playing, and Jeremy Roenick actually told me, another former player, that we got Wayne in a trade, and obviously I was pretty excited.
That's absolutely nuts.
What, would that be, is there, a favorite time that you had with that person?
Was there a favorite time you had from the time Wayne was with the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's funny is I got to hang with Wayne every day. So I think the atmosphere he brought to LA, and the fans that he came everywhere we went, it was sold out, and just having the opportunity to play with him was pretty special.
What were you going to say?
Is there anything else that you wanted to do besides hockey?
Yeah, I probably wanted to play hockey I'm from Canada. We're born with skates, I think. So that's all I ever wanted to do. I play other sports, but all I really wanted to do is play hockey.
Did you have like a player when you got in the league that was like, holy cow, I'm playing against this guy now? Like a player you grew up idolizing, and then you got to the league and you got to play against them.
Yeah, I was probably when I was younger, I was a New York Islanders fan.
Yeah.
So obviously, I like them. So Brian Trottier was a guy that I really admire, watch play, and so when I first got my first game against the Islanders was pretty special. I got to play against all the guys that I like watch playing, and so that was pretty cool.
Do you have a current player in the league that you love to watch?
Probably Sid. I'm a big Crosby fan. I still think he's the best player in the NHL. He's such a great leader. He's team. He's a great captain, and he just works so hard. So being Canadian, I think Sid's still my favorite player to watch.
Would that be, can you imagine playing at this time with the pandemic going on?
With the pandemic going on?
Can you imagine playing during this time?
Yeah, I think as players, you just want to play, and it just kind of sucks with what's going on. But, I think for us, as much as you love playing for the fans, you still just want to play, and it's entertaining. I know, it's the winter time now, and there's no hockey on, and that kind of sucks. No sports, so you just hope it gets back soon, and whether there's fans in the stands or not, you still get to watch it on TV.
There was a rumor going around that the LA Kings might be playing outside this season. What would be your thought if you were a part of the team right now and you would have to play outside in LA during the winter?
Well, it would be awesome. I know with all the outdoor games that was going on, LA has played at Dodger Stadium. They've
Yeah.
played up in San Francisco. And I actually played in a charity game outside in Bakersfield, and it was spectacular.
Yeah.
So they're not going to play the full season outside, obviously, but to play a game outside, they'd love it. That's how we grew up as Canadian boys. We grew up playing outside on frozen ponds, and so it's a lot of fun to play outside.
Most you want to go? Most of your career you played for the Kings. What do you think the look of the team this year? What do you think their chances are? Do you like the look? Do you not?
Well, I think they had some pieces. Next to Drew Doughty, they're really weak on D. I still think they got the best goal in the league. Jonathan Quick's unbelievable.
When he's healthy, he's unstoppable.
And I think, they got Kopitar, the big centerman. So they have the right pieces in place, but you just have to surround them. Jeff Carter's there, but they're a long ways from when they won the cup because their defense was so solid back then, and they don't have that anymore.
Before a game, is there anything that you like to do before a game? Like music or anything like that?
Yeah, I would sleep the day of a game. Most guys do, but before the game, I would just kind of relax. Get to myself, quiet room or something, and watch a little TV before it was time to go play.
You had a 19-year career. What was your favorite place to go play?
The old Chicago Stadium was my favorite by far.
Can you imagine yourself do a TV show or a reality show?
Well, I would do it. I love reality shows. I did a little stint in a movie a long time ago, but if there was a sports movie or show like that I could kind of play myself, I would absolutely like to do that.
Have you had a chance to or thought about coaching in the NHL or even the AHL?
I loved my time coaching when I was with the Kings there when they won their first cup.
Yeah.
I was one of the assistant coaches, and I really enjoyed that. So I love helping kids, teaching kids, and doing that. So I have no problem. I could do that.
What was your method that you would leave with a player or somebody that you work with?
Well, probably just like kids, you really preach playing and having fun with kids. But I think with the older players, the NHL players, I just think you get to work, you get them working on probably their weaknesses, teach them, it's tough teaching hockey sense, but you got to kind of teach them proper fundamentals, positioning, where a lot of players, even to this day, like some of your best coaches will give guys good directions later in their career, just kind of help them out that way. So I think it's just little things like that, little direction, hard work, teamwork.
My final question for you is, with the coming season, there's going to be, I heard, around 54 to 52 games. Do you think there could be like a sleeper team that might not make it to the playoffs that makes it in and makes a run to the cup this year? And if so, who would it be, you think, that could do that in a short
season? I played in a 48 game season one year. They're probably going right around 50, 54, something like that. So it's so tough right now because some of the teams haven't played going on almost a year. They haven't been to the rank, like LA and San Jose. And so I think until you see a couple games anyways, you just don't know what anybody has. And it's going to take a little bit of time, but there's always a sleeper team. There's always a team that kind of jumps out and surprises you. And, I think this year with a shortened season, that could happen too. Someone gets off to a good start and, before you know it, it's, then the playoffs and they're doing well.
Absolutely. I want to thank you for appearing on our show today. You have anything you want to promote at all?
No, not really. I just appreciate you guys having me on.
No doubt. We would love to have you again in the future.
Okay, bud. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Bernie Nicholls, everyone.